冒頭に、少し、コメントをさせていただきます。私は、15年前に政治の世界を引いてから田舎に引っ込んで、しばらく静かな暮らしをしてまいりましたが、どうも少し政府が考えていること、その物事の進め方、向き合い方というものがどうも少しおかしいのではないかという感じがしてきました。いろいろなことがあるんですけども、一つ一つについては時間の関係もありますから申し上げませんが、例えばエネルギー基本計画の中で政府が基幹エネルギーの電源として原発を位置づけると、まだ最終的な報告ではありませんけれども、おそらく近いうちにそういうことを言い出すのだろうと思います。12月には原発を再稼働するという方向を明確にいたしました。そのことが私が今回立候補を決意するに至った一番直接的な動機であります。
I would like to speak at the beginning for a few minutes. As many of you know, 15 years ago, I did retire from the political world, and I lived in a rural area, and I was leading a very quiet and fairly happy and very happy life. However, over time, I began to watch what the government was doing and thinking, and in regard to the direction that the government seemed to be heading towards, I felt that there was something not quite right, not quite correct. I have many ideas about many different things that the government is doing, but because I'm limited in terms of time, I would like to speak specifically about one issue that has caused me some concern, and that is in regard to what has been presented by the government as the basic plan for energy. As you know, the government seems to be considering the idea of putting nuclear energy at the heart of this basic energy plan. I know that this is not yet the final version of their plan, but it seems that the government is moving very much in that direction. And to be more specific, in December of last year, the government did come out and very clearly state that it did intend to restart some nuclear power plants. As a result, I felt that I must do something, and this was the most direct reason or cause for my declaring my candidacy for this election.
東京では直下型地震への対応とか、あるいは、福祉、介護、医療、子育て、教育、さまざまなテーマがあることはもちろんでありますが、中でも一番大きなテーマは、この東京が世界の主要な都市の中でも一番速いスピードで少子高齢化に向かっているということであります。この東京砂漠でお年寄りが一人で亡くなったりするしるべのない無縁社会というものが、どんどん、広がりつつある、そういう状況からお互いが助け合う隣組というものが昔江戸時代からありました。そうした隣組的な、お互いに助け合うような、ネットワークのシステムというものを行政も支援して何か作っていくことができないだろうかと、例えばそんなことも考えております。
As you know, Tokyo is faced with a myriad of different issues. For example, in regard to establishing countermeasures to deal with the possibility of a huge earthquake occurring beneath Tokyo, in regard to different issues for medical care, for nursing care, for child rearing, for education. There are many problems, again, that face this city. However, one thing that causes me tremendous concern is the fact that of all of the major cities of the world, Tokyo is the one where the graying of society and the declining birth rate is an enormous issue. We are graying faster than any major city in the world. As a result, we have seen situations where older people have found themselves dying in the desert that is now Tokyo. They die alone. It is, in other words, a society where there are no connections, there are no guide posts, to help people find their way. I think back to a better time during the Edo period, for example, when we had things such as tonarigumi, which are neighborhood mutual aid associations. I wonder if it would not be possible to create some kind of a similar mutual help network in society that the government could also support.
待機児童の問題も大きな問題でありまして、 今約8000人と言われておりますが、実際にはその3、4倍はあるだろうと言われております。女性の就労が当たり前の時代、そういうことを踏まえて、対策を進めていかなければならないわけですが、例えば横浜などは非常に先見的な取り組みをしていて、そうした事例を参考にしながら、すでに資格を持った保育士などの就労の機会を増やしていくとか、あるいは待遇の改善をしていくとか、そういうことを通じて、横浜は3年間で待機児童ゼロということを実現いたしました。そうした先見的な事例もありますから、東京もぜひそういうことを参考にしながら、そうした取り組みを進めていければと思っております。
Another issue that is facing Tokyo is the fact that, on the one hand, we are graying, but on the other hand, there is the problem that it is very difficult to raise children in this society. When we consider the fact that there are some 8,000 children officially waiting on waiting lists to get into daycare facilities, it has been said actually that the reality is that the actual number of children waiting are 3 or 4 times that 8,000 figure. We are now in an age where it is assumed that women, if they want to, can work, that they should be able to work. Based on this, we have seen the example of such cities as Yokohama, which has tried to solve this waiting list for children in daycare centers problem. They have, for example, been able to improve the compensation, the working conditions for people who have the certification to be able to look after children. Who they also have put into place policies so that more of such people, qualified people, can be employed. As a result of their efforts, Yokohama has been able to decrease that number of children on waiting lists to 0 in a matter of 3 years. I think Tokyo can certainly learn from such advanced countermeasures, and we can also try to decrease the number of children on waiting lists.
私も4年間で待機児童ゼロを目指してやっていきたいと思っております。
In fact, to be very, very specific, I also would like to propose that for Tokyo, we would be able to bring that waiting list and number of children to 0 in 4 years.
オリンピック・パラリンピックについては、当初私は、震災や原発事故のことを考えますと、気が重いという感じを持っておりました。福島から5万人近い方々が県外に出ておられる、避難しておられる、東北全体で約30万人の方々が、仮設住宅に住んでおられる、家を奪われ、あるいは仕事を奪われ、学校に行く機会を奪われている、そういう方々がそれだけおられるということですから、東京のちょうど山手線の内側の2倍に当たる面積が福島で全くめちゃくちゃにやられました。
In regard to hosting the Olympics and Paralympics, when I first heard about this issue, my first feeling was that taking into consideration the after effects of the terrible earthquake in the Tohoku region, taking into account the after effects of the nuclear power plant accident, I regarded such a possibility with a very, very heavy heart. The reason I say this is that, as you know, some 50,000 people had to leave Fukushima prefecture. They had to evacuate to other areas. In the entire Tohoku region, we still see some 300,000 people living in temporary housings. In other words, so many people have lost their homes, they have lost their jobs, they have lost the opportunity to go to their schools. This is a huge number. In fact, to give you some kind of a perspective for people living in Tokyo, in Fukushima, an area that is twice the size of the area enclosed by the Yamanote circular railway line, an area twice that size, it has really been devastated.
そういう状況を考えると、東京で、オリンピック・パラリンピックをやるということは、かなり気の重い感じを持っておりましたが、しかし、東京で開催するということが決まってからは、私は180度考え方を転換いたしました。
So, as I mentioned earlier, when I considered the fact that Tokyo might host the Olympics and Paralympics, again, I had to think about this matter with a very, very heavy heart. Having said all of this, however, the fact that the Olympics has been designated, it has been decided that they will come to Japan, I have, as a result, changed my thinking about this matter 180 degrees.
2020年の五輪開催というものを一つの目標期限として、原発を再稼働させず、それをてことして自然エネルギーというものを活用して日本経済の活力を生み出していく、そういう力にしていきたい、きっかけにしていきたいと考え方を改めたということです。
What I mean by having changed my thinking 180 degrees is that I would now like to think of the 2020 Olympics as being a kind of specific goal in terms of an actual deadline date. In other words, without resorting to nuclear power plants, using instead a focus on building up renewable energy sources, I believe that this 2020 deadline for the Olympics can now be thought of as a way to revitalize the entire Japanese economy. In other words, by focusing on renewable energy sources instead of nuclear energy, I think we can find a new strength that will support the growth of the Japanese economy.
東京東北オリンピックという形にして、具体的にどれだけ、それが、できるかということはいろいろ検討しなければなりませんが、IOC がいろいろ決められる競技のことなどもありますから、どれだけ、それが具体的になるかはいろいろ検討しなければなりませんが、しかし少なくとも東北に恩恵が、オリンピック・パラリンピックの恩恵というものが行き渡るように、十分そのことを念頭に置いて、取り組んでいかなければなるまいと思っております。東北とその恩恵を分かち合えるようにしていきたいと思っているところです。
In regard to the 2020 Olympics and Paralympics, I would like to think of them not as the Tokyo Paralympics and Olympics, but rather the Tokyo-Tohoku Olympics and Paralympics. In regard to the actual details about what can be done to realize such a concept, of course, we still have to investigate this matter in much detail, and we must coordinate with the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, which makes decisions about the way different competitions are held. But even though we will fundamentally work out the details more carefully at a later date, I think the fundamental idea that we want to keep in mind is that the benefits, the merits of the Olympics and Paralympics should always be shared with the Tohoku region.
再生可能エネルギー、あるいはその分散型のシステム、蓄電技術などを駆使して最先端の自然エネルギー大国、日本というものをアピールする機会にしていければと思います。
I think that by using the Olympics to showcase how Japan will have by then become leading a nation in terms of renewable energy sources in regard to decentralized energy systems, in regard to new power storage technologies. In other words, by showcasing to the world that Japan has become a leader in innovative, advanced, renewable energy technologies, I think we will be able to make a great appeal to the international community for Japan.
選手村とかあるいは宿泊施設とかいくらでも自然エネルギーを活用して、一つのモデルを示していくということは、現実的に可能な話だと思います。
I think the fact that we will be able to use renewable energy sources in a variety of different ways in relation to the Olympics, for example, by using renewable energy sources for the athletes' village, for different accommodation facilities, I think we'll be able to show, I think all of these are realistically possible.
一つだけ懸念していることは、喧嘩越しの外交で平和の祭典というものがうまく進めていくことができるのかどうか。外交の問題はこれは国の専権事項でありますから、都として取り組めることは限度があることはもちろんであります。もちろん、言いたいことはというか言うべきことははっきりと、言わなければなりませんが、しかし前輪友好的な関係というものが成り立たなければ平和のオリンピックというものができるのかどうか、円滑にできるのかどうかということについて私は非常に懸念をいたしております。
I would like to add, in regard to the Olympics, one point, which is that I do have some concern, and that is the fact that in regard to the area of diplomacy and the trend that we are seeing in diplomacy is that there seems to be a readiness.
冒頭に、少し、コメントをさせていただきます。私は、15年前に政治の世界を引いてから田舎に引っ込んでしばらく静かな暮らしをしてまいりましたが、どうも少し政府が考えていること、その物事の進め方、向き合い方というものがどうも少しおかしいのではないかという感じがしてきました。いろいろなことがあるんですけども、一つ一つについては時間の関係もありますから申し上げませんが、例えばエネルギー基本計画の中で政府
It did come out and very clearly state that it did intend to restart some nuclear power plants. As a result, I felt that I must do something, and this was the most direct reason or cause for my declaring my candidacy for this election.
東京では直下型地震への対応とか、あるいは福祉、介護、医療、子育て、教育、さまざまなテーマがあることはもちろんでありますが、中でも一番大きなテーマは、この東京が世界の主要な都市の中でも一番速いスピードで少子高齢化に向かっているということであります。この東京砂漠でお年寄りが一人で亡くなったりするしるべのない基幹エネルギーの電源として原発を位置づけると、まだ最終的な報告ではありませんけれども、おそらく近いうちにそういうことを言い出すのだろうと思います。12月には原発を再稼働するという方向を明確にいたしました。そのことが私が今回立候補を決意するに至った一番直接的な動機であります。
I would like to speak at the beginning for a few minutes. As many of you know, 15 years ago, I did retire from the political world, and I lived in a rural area, and I was leading a very quiet and fairly happy and very happy life.
無縁社会というものが、どんどん、広がりつつある、そういう状況からお互いが助け合う、隣組というものが昔江戸時代からありました。そうした隣組的なお互いに助け合うようなネットワークのシステムというものを行政も支援して何か作っていくことができないだろうかと、例えばそんなことも考えております。
As you know, Tokyo is faced with a myriad of different issues. For example, in regard to establishing countermeasures to deal with the possibility of a huge earthquake occurring beneath Tokyo, in regard to different issues on life. However, over time I began to watch what the government was doing and thinking, and in regard to the direction that the government seemed to be heading towards, I felt that there was something not quite right, not quite correct. I have many ideas about many different things that the government is doing, but because I'm limited in terms of time, I would like to speak specifically about one issue that has caused me some concern, and that is in regard to what has been presented by the government as the basic plan for energy. As you know, the government seems to be considering the idea of putting nuclear energy at the heart of this basic energy plan. I know that this is not yet the final version of their plan, but it seems that the government is moving very much in that direction. And to be more specific, in December of last year, the government